The big black cat also turned his head and looked into the depths of the endless starry sky. Senior. Qin Chen looked over with some doubt. Haha, it's okay. The ancient emperor chuckled. Before, you destroyed the Lord of the Corpse Kingdom and the Southern Dipper Buddhist Kingdom, and attracted a few ants. Ants? Could it be the people of the Celestial Clan and the people of the Great Sun Buddhist realm? Cece and the others were shocked. The Lord of the Corpse Kingdom and Shi Nanshan had threatened Qin Chen before, and Cece and the others naturally knew their identities and origins. The Celestial Clan and the Great Sun Buddhist realm, just by listening, knew that they were two extremely terrifying forces in the Universe C. These two major forces actually dared to send people. Qin Chen's pupils shrank, and a trace of cold light bloomed. From the memories of the Lord of the Corpse Kingdom and Shi Nanshan, Qin Chen naturally knew that these two major forces were not good things. The Celestial Clan has always been domineering in the Universe C. As for the Great Sun Buddhist realm, on the surface, Shi Nanshan was expelled by the Great Sun Buddhist realm, but behind the scenes, Shi Nanshan has been feeding the resentful souls of his master in the Great Sun Buddhist realm. He is even more sinister than those villains in the open. Boom. The sharp murderous intent burst out from Qin Chen's body, exuding a terrible chill. My friend Qin Chen, please be patient. The ancient emperor hurriedly stopped him. To be honest, he was really afraid that Qin Chen would rush out directly because of brain heat. Senior. Qin Chen looked at him in confusion. Leave this matter to this emperor. If you take action, if you cause some trouble and cause the initial universe to be exposed, it will be troublesome. The ancient emperor said lightly. The more he saw, the deeper his understanding of the Universe C was. Although he had already entered the high-dimensional level, it did not mean that he was invincible in the Universe C. Once the initial universe was exposed, it would inevitably attract the attention of those high-dimensional beings. He might not be in trouble at that time, but if he destroyed the plan of that person, he would be dead. My friend Qin Chen, I want to remind you of this. Now with your cultivation, you are also a top figure in the Universe C, but remember, you must hide your weaknesses. No matter how many tricks you reveal, you can never reveal the secrets of the initial universe. The ancient emperor reminded. Senior ancient emperor, I know it in my heart. Qin Chen nodded. The more he understood how deep the water of the Universe C was. Even with the strength of Lord Hades back then, he could not fight his way out of the underworld. He was still suppressed in the underworld by many ancient forces in the Universe C. Senior ancient emperor was not omnipotent. Then I'm relieved. What you need to do most is to hide. With your talent, you won't have to be afraid of too much once you enter the realm of the God Emperor in the future. The ancient emperor smiled and said, in addition, you don't have to worry too much and dare not take action in the Universe C. As long as you don't expose the initial universe, with this emperor here, even if you poke a hole in the Universe C, I and this big black cat will help you clean up the mess. Quote. It. Qin Chen looked at the big black cat in surprise. At this sight, his pupils shrank, because with his current strength, he couldn't see through the big black cat's cultivation. You know, he has now entered the middle stage emperor realm and has a perfect avenue divine body. When he first saw the big black cat in the secret realm of the demons, he didn't see through the big black cat's cultivation. Unexpectedly, with his current strength, he still couldn't see through it. Big black cat, your cultivation. Qin Chen frowned. Haha, this guy is not simple. When you walk in the Universe C in the future, you can take it with you. This is also an extra layer of protection. The ancient emperor laughed. Damn it. The big black cat's face suddenly became extremely ugly, and he hurriedly said, Young man, don't listen to what this guy says. This emperor is just a harmless kitten, a vegetarian. Hee hee. Qin Chen smiled strangely, and his expression seemed to say, I don't believe you. Seeing that the big black cat and the ancient emperor were so familiar with each other, Qin Chen understood that he had been deceived by this guy before. Harmless. Hey, those little guys are not bad, they dare to resist. The ancient emperor smiled and looked at the end of the endless star field. Suddenly, he seemed to react to something, and looked at Cece and others and said, Look at this emperor's brain, I forgot that you guys haven't entered the high dimension yet, and you can't see that far. So, this emperor will show you. Buzz. An invisible force surged, instantly enveloping Qin Chen and Cece and others. In an instant, the eyes of Qin Chen and Cece and others seemed to have crossed the infinite star field, and in an instant they came to the southern 13 star field outside the initial universe, and then rushed out of the southern 13 star field and directly came to the endless and vast southern universe sea. In the many star regions at the edge of the southern universe sea, an abandoned country stood. In the country, in more than 100 star regions, there was deathly silence everywhere, countless corpses were scattered, and it was extremely miserable. And at the end of the vast starry sky, two forces were coldly confronting each other, exuding cold murderous intent. Cold murderous intent. On one side, there was a group of powerful emperors wearing black armor and shining with endless divine light. Next to this group of powerful people, there was also an arhat with golden light all over his body. Infinite Buddha light continued to diffuse on his body, and the sound of Sanskrit was magnificent and terrifying. On the other side of these two people, there were three emperors with extremely embarrassed auras. They were Komodo Beast Suroi, the Lord of Jinhu City, and the Blood Demon Emperor. At this moment, the three people were extremely embarrassed, with blood everywhere. Under the pressure of the Heavenly Clan Law Enforcement Guard Meng Tianwei and the eight-eyed Vajra Arhat, they trembled and were unable to resist. But even so, the three did not retreat a step and stayed here. Hey, these three people. Qin Chen, Cece and others were surprised. They didn't expect that the few people who came with the Lord of the Corpse Country and Shi Nanshan before would actually fight with the people of the Heavenly Clan and the Great Sun Buddhist realm. What's going on? These three people, what if they expose the initial universe? Chen Shui and others were shocked. They knew that the initial universe existed. Don't worry, they don't have this opportunity. The ancient emperor laughed. Let's watch the show first. The eyes of several people were all above a higher dimension, looking down, and the people below didn't notice it at all. In the confrontation, Suroi took a step forward, the dense scales on his body were damaged everywhere, and blood was flowing, but his eyes were still domineering and sharp, and he said in a deep voice, Meng Tianwei, the eight-eyed Vajra Arhat, the Lord of the Corpse Kingdom and Shi Nanshan. Were killed by the three of us. They are causing a lot of trouble here, refining other people's bodies into corpse puppets, and condensing other people's souls into resentful souls. Such evil deeds can be killed by everyone. Why do you, the Celestial Clan and the Great Sun Buddhist realm, want to seek justice for these two people? Suroi roared repeatedly, with a fierce momentum. I, Suroi, inherited from the Komodo Beast clan, have always taken it as my responsibility to maintain justice in the universe. If you want to avenge the Lord of the Corpse Kingdom and Shi Nanshan today, just kill me, Suroi. Boom. A strong blood aura emanated from Suroi, like an abyss, constantly rising and falling. Meng Tianwei's pupils shrank, and his eyes were cold as he said, Suroi, don't talk so nicely. Your Komodo clan is not as famous as you say in the universe. There is no clean clan that has been passed down for so many years. Sir, why are you talking nonsense with him? Let your subordinates take it down. A law enforcement guard beside Meng Tianwei snorted coldly, took a step forward, and boom, the terrible aura of the Emperor permeated, directly suppressing Soroi. As the core law enforcement guards of the Tien clan, even any random member is not inferior to the direct descendants of a large clan like Soroi in terms of cultivation, but is inferior in inheritance. The law enforcement guard moved, and the powerful aura of the Emperor was about to suppress Soroi, but was interrupted by Meng Tianwei. Sir. The law enforcement guard looked at Meng Tianwei suspiciously. Are you an idiot? He is the core disciple of Komodo Beast. Do you think the Komodo Beast tribe is the same as my celestial clan? If you kill him, you will definitely provoke Komodo Beast's revenge. Meng Tianwei scolded. This subordinate is simply brainless. If he could do it, why would he talk nonsense with that Soroya for so long? Didn't you see that the eight-eyed Vajra Arhat of the Great Sun Buddha realm didn't do anything on the side? The law enforcement guard was stunned and immediately retreated. Eight-eyed Vajra Arhat, your junior brother Shi Nanshan died at the hands of these three people before. Don't you want to avenge your junior brother? Meng Tianwei turned his head and looked at the eight-eyed Vajra Arhat. May Buddha have mercy on us. The eight-eyed Vajra Arhat shook his head. Shi Nanshan was expelled from the Great Sun Buddhist realm by our master back then, so he is no longer my junior fellow apprentice. I came here today only to investigate the cause of Shi Nanshan's death and whether it involves our Great Sun Buddhist realm. But I didn't expect that Shi Nanshan would actually do something that goes against the purpose of our Great Sun Buddhist realm. This is all thanks to Soraya of the Komodo Beast tribe, who found the person who violated the Buddha's will for our Great Sun Buddhist realm. The eight-eyed Vajra Arhat looked stern, and spoke coldly. His eyes instantly locked onto the Blood Demon Emperor among the three people. However, among these three donors, the Blood Demon Emperor is said to be notorious in this South Universe Sea and has been doing evil. May Buddha have mercy on me. Today, this Arhat will enforce justice on behalf of heaven, capture this person, bring him back to our Great Sun Buddhist realm, and redeem his sins. As soon as the words fell, the eight-eyed Vajra Arhat clasped his hands together, took a step forward, and boom, a terrifying golden Buddha light shot up into the sky and directly swept towards the Blood Demon Emperor behind him. This hypocritical old bald donkey. Seeing the actions of the eight-eyed Vajra Arhat, Meng Tianwei was shocked and instantly understood the other party's purpose. Among the three people in front of him, Soroi is from the Komodo tribe, and he is a direct descendant, so it is not easy to move. The Lord of the Golden Amber City is from the Yang Kingdom. The Yang Kingdom has a lot of power in this South Universe Sea. If he moves the Lord of the Golden Amber City, it will inevitably cause some trouble. Although the Blood Demon Emperor also has a backer, he is a lone ranger on the surface. Obviously, his backer must be a dark force, and he must not be able to show up. They are here to investigate the truth. As long as they catch one of the three people, they will catch the truth. It was a mistake.